I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Good evening, and I want to welcome everyone to the 2024-2025 Back to School Night here at West Rocks Middle School. What you just experienced is how we open our day every day, except instead of jumping over to me, we have two anchors as part of our Panther News broadcast each and every day. We feel like it's a great day. It's a great way to open each day, and we're able to give information in an interactive way as people, as kids are participating in their homerooms. At this point, you should be in your child's homeroom. I know some of our parents and families are still making their way in. Hopefully, everyone was able to find a parking spot without too much trouble. So I want to welcome everyone and thank them for their participation and engagement tonight in our Parent Back to School Night, Family Back to School Night. Really, the purpose of tonight is to promote the connection between home and school. So we really appreciate everyone's effort on a Wednesday evening to come out and get a little glimpse of what your child goes through each and every day. We have a very active school governance council and PTA. You probably saw the table outside. And recently, we revised and recreated our mission and vision. And so here at West Rocks, our vision statement that we work towards and do each and every day is to create a diverse learning community that empowers students to excel academically, explore their world, discover their passions, and embrace the future. And you're going to hear a little bit about that this evening before we turn it over to our homerooms and you go through your schedules. Our mission underneath that is that West Rocks is an inclusive community that brings together dedicated educators, curious students, and engaged families in an environment where people are allowed to embark on a journey of discovery, to learn through academic excellence, exploration, and equitable practices, to develop respect for themselves and others, and to acquire the skills to be future ready. Part of that is creating that inclusive community which you are engaging in today. You're going to hear about our academic engagement, our emotional engagement, what we're doing about that, some of the initiatives that have really started rolling out last year into this year, and as you experience your child's day. Tonight, you should have gotten a copy of the hard copy of your child's schedule in your homeroom. You're going to follow a modified schedule, obviously 8 minutes in each of your child's periods when we finish homeroom today. So you're going to be in homeroom, this same room, till 6:40, and there'll be a bell at 6:40, and there'll be a bell at the beginning and end of each of our classes all the way through the night. So if you look at the slide, grade 6, you're going to start with your related arts class, then your core, and so on and so forth. Grade 7, you're going to follow your individual schedule. And grade 8, you're going to follow yours. So if homeroom teachers, when we're done, you can identify, make sure our parents and guardians are following the accurate schedule and the correct schedule. They know where they're going to go after they're done with homeroom at 6:40. And wherever we are, when the bell rings, you're dismissed from class and you're able to pass to our next period, which you'll get a presentation, learn a little bit about expectations of the classroom, learn a little bit about the content within the classes tonight. I would remind you and remind everyone here that tonight is not a parent-teacher conference. It's not a time that you should approach and we should approach teachers and talk about individual students and or their progress. You can do that via email and or set up a time outside of this evening and reach out to that teacher or counselor to schedule that time appropriately. So today's really the purpose of tonight is to build that connection and for you to be able to walk through the evening and be able to talk and learn a little bit about the classes that your child is going to take. Before I turn it over to members of our administrative team and leadership team to introduce themselves, we started the year this year with our PAUSE acronym and incorporated some emotional language, as here at West Rocks, all emotions matter. Our P stands for positive interactions, and the way we want to feel when that happens is grateful and thoughtful. The A is for accountability, and the way we want to feel when we're accountable is proud and focused. W is for willingness, and the way we want to feel is motivated, enthusiastic. And S is for safety, and the way we want to feel is calm and secure. So you're going to hear more about our academic engagement and our emotional engagement in just a minute from Mrs. Amaral and Mr. Duget, our two assistant principals here. And then at the end of our presentation, right around 6:35, 6:40, we'll come back and play a little trivia game based on some of our vocabulary, just like our students did. So if you can remember, hopefully you've got a little bit of and you can remember this emotional vocabulary from our charter, because we're going to revisit that in just a few minutes. So with that, I'd like to turn it over to Mrs. Amaral, one of our assistant principals.
Good evening, everyone. And just like Dr. Reynolds said, my name is Mrs. Amaral. I'm one of the assistant principals here at West Rocks. Very proud to be here into my 6th year already. Time passes very quickly. And this evening, I want to talk to you a little bit about our academic engagement. Our students are academically engaged in each of their classes. Teachers are in a series of professional learning cycles where we are learning different techniques and strategies so that our students are always feeling like they belong and that they are part of a class where they are critical thinkers and they are growing academically. We are very proud to have 3 programs here at West Rocks: the Marine Science, Dual Language, and Visual and Performing Arts programs. Throughout the evening, the teachers will talk to you more specifically around the grades, tests, homework, etc., that apply to their individual classes. Buenas noches, gustaría mucho de agradecer a todos que están aquí con nosotros. Estamos contentos que ustedes, familias, están aquí. Y como estaba hablando un poco en inglés, nosotros somos afortunados que tenemos 3 programas de ciencias marinas, programa bilingüe y programa de artes visuales. Hoy, esta noche, es para aprender más un poco sobre cada programa. Cuando están pasando de clase a clase, van a aprender también sobre las cualificaciones y todas las reglas de las clases que sus hijos están. Si necesitan información o gustaría tener alguna pregunta, estaré en lo pasillo la noche toda. I will be in the hallways for any questions throughout the evening. I do want to just put a little bit of a plug. Outside of our academics, we pride ourselves in building our school community. And one way that we do is that we celebrate or we recognize and we honor different parts of the year activities or causes that are dear to our heart. And each year in October, I know that many of you have already started to reach out. We are going to pink out West Rocks in October for breast cancer awareness. There is a placard near the gym. Families, if you would like to buy a pink t-shirt for yourself or for your child, there is a QR code near the gym, and you're more than welcome to do that. They will get delivered to the school for October 1st. And each Friday in the month of October, we are going to wear pink to become more aware and to raise funds for the American Cancer Society, and we will participate in the Making Strides Walk in October. More information will come for the walk as the event gets closer, but if you are interested in purchasing a t-shirt, please find me and I will guide you in the right direction. I look forward to meeting you this evening in the hallways, and now I'm going to pass it over to Mr. Duget.
Good evening, West Rocks family. This is Mr. Duget, the other assistant principal. So excited this year that we began our kickoff with RULER. And as you can see, the acronym RULER stands for Recognizing Emotions. Understanding is for you. The L is for labeling. E is for expressing, and R is for regulating. As a social emotional learning school, we are focusing on applying knowledge that's applicable to help our students and teacher relationships resolve conflicts, student questions, academics, better classrooms, and better supports all over. With RULER, we have an evidence-based program, as you have learned through vocabulary and through conversations that you and your child may be having when you are at home. The next slide talks to us about some of the things that we will be looking at, which is more or less the mood meter. Every morning for morning meetings, we have approximately 7 minutes to tap into important information that delves into a vocabulary word. And as you have seen, we have began to sparse out the words every week, 5 at the first week, and then we began to do 4 the following weeks. Follow along with our students and learn about the words and how you can use them. Look out on Parent Square as I will share and other SEL team members about the word and how to use strategies to use them. The students will use this handbook, as you can see, we use in the morning to kind of journal and plot, talk about feelings, talk about conversations that usually we cannot have during morning meeting, but they can save them for other core classes or their counselors, or maybe amongst themselves about things they want to learn more about. Quería comenzar a darle la buena noche a todas mis familias de West Rocks. Soy el otro viceprincipal, mi nombre es Jules Dujay, súper contento de estar con nosotros. Antes de eso, quería conversarle que nuestra escuela ahora está practicando en lo que llamamos un programa de evidencia en lo que es lo social emocional. El programa de Ruler trabaja ayudándonos a poder identificar, comprender, poder nombrar, expresar y tratar de regular nuestras emociones. Si pueden darse aquí en cuenta, tenemos 100 palabras de vocabulario que los alumnos practican en las sesiones de la mañana, que aproximadamente duran 8 minutos. Pueden notar en este diario que los niños usan, que las palabras se van a hablar en inglés y también en español, donde pueden utilizar para resolver conflicto, mejorar las relaciones con los profes, tratar de promover lo que es el conocimiento emocional y también tratar de mantener las normas con las relaciones de los alumnos. Estoy sumamente contento por este año. Estaré con ustedes esta noche y estoy mirando a ver cuál padre puedo conocer de todos que hay tan bellos que estar aquí en esta familia de West Rocks. Families, I'll be in the hallways answering questions and learning alongside with you. I'm so excited and super lucky to be here with such a great family and community that is West Rocks. And now over to our Dean of Students, Mr. Paul Rogers.
Good evening, everybody. My name is Paul Rogers. I'm entering my third year in the role of Dean of Students, but I have been here for over 25 years, primarily teaching language arts. West Rocks is like a second home to me. My priority in this role is basically to try and foster a positive, caring, and supportive culture in our school. I work very closely with the guidance department, the social workers, the teachers in the building, the administration to help students realize and reach their academic, social, and emotional potential. Please feel free to reach out to me anytime during the school year, as we are here, all of us, not just me, to work alongside all of you. At this point, I'm going to pass it on to one of our incredible grade level leaders, Dr. Dee Walters.
Good evening. Good evening. I'd like to welcome our sixth grade families to middle school. It is a pivotal time in your students' educational journey. And I am not only your sixth grade level leader, I am also a reading teacher here at West Rocks. I've been here. This is my 7th year. I'm here to support you and your students socially, emotionally, and academically. So please feel free to reach out. Look out for grade level notices from your students' teachers and me on Parent Square, Google Classroom, emails about classroom happenings, upcoming trips, events, and activities. First up will be our Halloween movie night, which will be held on October 25th. More information will follow. And now I would like to introduce the grade 7 level leader, Ms. Sable.
Good evening, families. Thank you for coming tonight. My name is Rebecca Sable, and I'm a literacy coach here at West Rocks, as well as the grade 7 leader. Sorry. This is my 22nd year here at West Rocks. And over the course of this year, I will be here to support your students as needed, academically and socially. Our first major event is going to be Nature's Classroom, which will be November 6th through 8th. And I will be upstairs later if you would like to ask me any questions or register your child for the event. Over the next couple of weeks, we will have some fundraisers for this event. All 7th graders will be selling popcorn, and then the whole school can participate in an activity at Mr. Frosty's, where we will earn some of the money from the event that night, as well as next Wednesday, September 18th at Garden Catering. So I look forward to seeing all of you tonight. Stop by. I will be by room 233 answering any questions, and I hope to meet all of you. At this point, I'm going to turn it over to our grade 8 leader, Dr. Sarah Golding.
Hi, now I'm off mute. Sarah Golding, I am the 8th grade team leader. This is my 15th year here at West Rocks. This year, I'm transitioning into a new role as the instructional coach for digital learning. What that means to your children is that I'm the person they come to when their computer isn't working, but I push into classrooms to help and support with technology, in addition to my roles with drama and music still. I'm excited this year. 8th grade is a huge year. It's the culmination of our middle school journey. As early as next month, you're going to be hearing from myself and our grade level counselor, Mr. Cherbo, about PSATs and some of the open houses for high school choices. Those dates will be shared with you guys, as well as information about different programs in the area in Norwalk as well, and the application processes. I will also be reaching out to, by the end of the week, we're looking to put a committee of parents together. 8th grade has a really exciting year-end experience around promotion and some activities, and the planning has to start in the beginning of the year. So we're looking for some parents to come on board and get involved. Just a quick reminder as the digital coach to make sure you fill out your user agreement, and notice that some of the policies have changed around financial obligations around repairs and damages. So please fill out that user agreement. Enjoy the rest of your night. And I am going to turn it over to our fabulous counselors live from the Counseling Center.
Good evening. I am Mary Simone. I'm grade 6 counselor. Welcome to middle school.
Hi, I'm Amber DeRosa Grover. I'm the 7th grade counselor.
Good evening. I am Joanna DiCirbo. I am the 8th grade counselor this year. We are excited to finish middle school this year. Reminder to all families, if you do not have your parent portal set up through PowerSchool, please reach out to your grade level counselor. With that, back to Dr. Reynolds.
All right, to wrap us up, we are going to test your knowledge and your memory, just like we did with our students. Last chance, and for the last minute or two, it's your chance to earn a prize at Back to School Night. So without any further ado, we have quite a few people who joined. We are going to turn our trivia game on if you have joined, and you're going to make your choices before we wrap up, and before we wrap up and transition to your first period class. So with that, Dr. Golding, do you want to take us away? All right. So this question rewards more points for fast answers. When I feel peaceful and not agitated, peaceful and not agitated, I am. When I feel peaceful and not agitated, I am. Is it calm? Is it proud? Is it enthusiastic? Or is it secure? You need to match those up. And again, we do have prizes for the winners. Oh. If we just give one more minute, and then we'll get started. 2. Question 2, match the feeling word to its definition. Match the feeling word to its definition. Is it focused? Is it thoughtful? Is it grateful? Or is it motivated? Last 30 seconds, and then we'll pass. We'll see if we can get a winner before we pass to our period 1 class. We did have one of our 6th graders actually won charter champion. That student is in the building, Noel. Just a shout out to you because you did such a great job winning the whole school as a 6th grader. I know you came in with mom just a little while ago. I just wanted to give you a shout out. Super proud that you were the first winner. So last 10 seconds before we get a parent, guardian, family member winner for tonight. Match that word to its definition. How is your memory? 3, 2, 1. Time's up. And we have winner is Layla. Layla, congratulations. You earn a prize, and you remember our emotional vocabulary. Again, the first part of Ruler is when we recognize, and part of that recognition is being able to label how we are feeling before we understand, express, and then regulate. And that's really what we're doing in the first part of this year, like you heard Mr. Duge say. With that, We will all be around. We're going to follow our schedule, and we will have bells throughout. And our first period will begin at 6:45. Good luck. Thank you again for coming out. And Layla, if you want to stop by that main office, we'll give you a prize. Have a great night. And